Hi Aries, Happy New Year. I know the last year for a lot of you was a somewhat difficult year where you were trying to find stability. There were a lot of changes at home. A lot of you were getting in and out of relationships and trying to settle into new one. Basically 2018, according to me, you saw some amount of unsettling phase where you're trying to bring in stability and you were struggling with stability. So I have good news. 2019 is going to bring you far more stability. It's going to ground you much more. So it's going to be a better year for you in many ways. Now, before I start my reading, I would, as always, like to thank my spiritual gurus and my Jyotish gurus. I'm truly grateful that they shared their knowledge with me. Now, this reading is for those who have Aries sun sign or Aries moon sign or who have an Aries ascendant in their birth charts. If you are not very clear about what is Aries sun sign or what is moon sign, there's a link in the description that you can click, and it's a short video, about 4 to 5 minutes, but it will give you a quick idea on what a moon sign is and what a sun sign is. So starting with January, firstly giving you a summary of 2019. 2019 is going to bring in a lot of new energy into your life, Arians. It's going to be a year in which you are looking at good plans, you're looking at expanding work, you're looking at moving your relationships into a better space. So you've started with a lot of aspirations. January might have been, the kickoff to January might have been slightly slow, so you're worried, but don't worry, things are going to get better. January, a lot of you I see are ending old relationships, or you're modifying your equations. Some of you are in the process of renewing old equations and bringing in more stability and starting the old relationships with the new energy. I also see for a lot of you that you're looking at achieving some amount of financial goals and gains. Maybe you're feeling that there's a delay in expansion that you expect, and it's probably that some of you may feel that the kind of speed that you want in terms of financial goals, you feel things are a little slower. You want them to be faster, but don't worry, things are going to move faster for you in the coming time. You just need to be slightly patient in the month of January. February is a good month for you. Looking at new financial plans or new business plans, you'll do well at work. My only advice for February for you Arians is, a lot of you will be so involved in work in this month that you will feel that somewhere there's an imbalance between personal life and professional lives. So my sincere advice to you is, try to find a balance between your work life and your professional life. Don't get so engrossed. I know Arians tend to be really passionate about their work. When they start into it, they put all their energy and they feel really involved, motivated, which is great. But remember those relationships that you've always also worked hard on to build. So don't let that go. Try to divide your time, and also remember to pay some attention to your personal life and your spouses or your partners. I would also like to tell you that February is also a very good month where you can look into getting into some form of meditation, because there's a lot happening and there's a lot that you want to do. So meditation will help you ground your energies. It will help you balance between work life and personal life really well. If you want to understand more about meditation, because I know there's a lot of chaotic stuff happening over the internet, there's a lot of meditations floating around, there are apps. I've put in another link just for your benefit about meditation. Again, a very short video, but it will give you a quick idea of what exactly meditation is and what you need to do, what is the right thing to do for you. Meditation is not something that everything will work for everyone, so you need to personalize and customize it for you. So March, I feel, because February has been a month where there's a lot of energy and expansion. March, you might feel there's some amount of confusion at work, and you might be fighting some delays. Things like you sitting with your team at your office and you're telling them, no, this is what needs to do. And there's some lack of communication because you're feeling that people are not moving in the right direction. So my advice here again to you is, March, now that you know about this in January, expect it. Go slow. train your staff gradually. Be patient in the month of March, and don't worry, as April kicks in, it's your birthday month, things will start, taking a better shape. You'll have more clarity. So March, just take it easy on yourself. Don't be in that Martian hurry to do things immediately. Also, my advice for you for March is, don't take long term decisions in March. Don't be tempted to exit projects because you're impatient. Don't be tempted to leave relationships because you're losing your patience and you're losing your temper. Don't be temperamental in the month of March. Remind yourself, you've seen this video, save it, see it again. Remind yourself in March, okay, this is March. I remember hearing that I need to be careful in this month and not be temperamental. Let me postpone my decisions and take them in April. I will have better clarity and I will choose better for myself. So my advice for March is, don't be hasty with endings. Don't be hasty with getting into things. March is not the right month. Take it easy with yourself and wait for April to happen. So what I've done in this video is, I've only given you predictions for Jan, Feb, March. I will be back in April for the next quarter. I didn't want to club the entire year in this because it becomes too long. Plus, it will be nice that you see these 3 months and follow my advice and see what you think about it. Come back in April for more. If you want to write to me about anything, you have any questions about the zodiac, or about meditation, or about chanting, anything at all, I have my email address right there. Please feel to email me. So this is primarily my advice for Jan, Feb, March for Aries. All the best. Remember, hold your horses, flow into the new year with positive energy, and it's going to be a great year for you. You will have the stability you didn't have last year. Stay positive and have a happy new year ahead.